student research, not just our project, but it'll be available to other students at UWM that do future projects on the Thurston Woods community.
So what would you consider to be the Thurston Woods? Just this little spot right in here?
Well, that's kind of what we're trying to get from those within the community, what you feel like is the boundaries of Thurston Woods for yourselves.
See, I grew up over here, but I didn't grow up right here. I grew up in McGovern Park area.
Okay.
46 and Roar. But I went to school down the street from here, Carlton and Edison.
Okay.
Junior high school, middle school, elementary school. I don't know what you want to know, but out of 40 years, I've seen this whole neighborhood. You know, I remember when it was predominantly white. I hope we ain't going into a race thing, but when I lived over here as a kid, it was all white almost. A few black families sprinkled out here and there. If your parents worked, had a good job, A.O. Smith, Briggs and Stratton, city worker back then, you lived over here. Kind of like if your parents didn't do anything, you was on welfare, you was on the other side of A.O. Smith, you know, kind of like Lopez and Burleigh. But it's nice homes everywhere, depending on your neighbors, I'd say. I like it over here. I see some bad things, see some good things. I have a great neighbor next to me right here.
Do you feel the sense of community has changed at all from when you were younger here versus now?
Yes, definitely. My sister probably could have walked from, do you know where 46 and Roar is right here?
Yeah.
Well, my sister probably could have walked as a child from there to maybe over here if she got past the street. I mean, it wouldn't be cool for her to do that, but I'm just saying. And nothing would happen, you know, 3, 4 years old back then. She used to walk around our neighborhood. We didn't worry. I can't trust my daughter past 3 or 4 houses.
Wow.
It's still violent over here. I know people who have home invasion over here. One when they was in the house sleeping, and one while he was just down. The guy was actually visiting me, and I want to say 6 houses down. They went in while he was down here visiting me and got his flat screen out.
Oh, okay.
You know, so. But, you know, there's some good people. There's a lot of people over here. I don't know who you talk to over here, but a lot of my neighbors over here, they're really good.
Some of the other students have been talking to some members of the Berrywood community.
Where is that at? Bearland?
Yeah, Bearland.
Well, we call it Bearland.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know what? Bearland is a nice, I don't know if housing project, call it. It's a nice one compared to Old West Lawn and Park Lawn. Excuse me for 1 second.
Sure, no problem.
Hey, I'm talking to some students from UWM right now. Let me call you back. You hear me? Okay. I rent. I had an option to buy this house.
Okay.
I wanted my kids. I moved back here like 10 years ago. I became a dealer and went from Las Vegas to New Orleans, Mississippi, and I decided to come back home when I found out, all that stuff with Potawatomi had table games. And the first place I thought about was moving back in my old neighborhood, because I haven't been there in 20 years. This was the closest I could find. And the guy gave me an option to buy, but after a year here, I just rather keep paying $800 and keep it cool. I dig the community center over there. And actually, I got, you notice the flowers I had in front? The lily was from there. And I just added some flowers with it and made a arrangement. I still have 2 more flowers. They're not dead. They look bad over there. It's just hot and they're withering. You know, once I water them this afternoon, they'll spruce right back up.
The lilies are from the Agape Center?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have like a garden program over there?
They were, giving out plants. I don't know what it was going on that day, but they was walking the neighborhood and informing people to go, and I told some of my neighbors, but a lot of them went. A lot of people went and got flowers.
Yeah, we know that when we talked to the Agape Center, they have a couple plots of land that they're working on right now that are going to be like community gardens.
That would be nice. My aunt, well, she has it. She's pretty well off. She was talking about starting something like that here, and how did she go about it? I told her I really didn't have a clue. Google it. I told her you can Google anything and find out, but that's what she wanted to purchase a nice piece of land and have it as a community, maybe even gate it. But you know, where they come in and work the garden, you know, each family or whoever wanted to decide to do it and have it gated just where they can get in and out, you know. I don't know. Milwaukee sucks, doesn't it? I love this town. I'm born and raised here, man.
It has its moments, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like I'm probably the only one in my family that still lives in Milwaukee. Everyone else is surrounding Oak Creek, Menominee Falls, you know, New Berlin. I think we are looking to move eventually. Like I said, I don't want to deprive my daughter of things. Like me, I got to ride around the neighborhood, around the block on my bike. You guys probably did it too, you know.
Yep.
I just can't do it over here. I just can't, you know. Either someone driving too fast, or, like I said, it's quiet right now. I bet you if it stay hot a few more days, it's gonna be crazy. But it has its moments. You know, it has its moments. And then you try to help, like the area over there. They cut the grass. The city did, and my family, we just volunteered and got up one day and grabbed some bags and got the trash. Because another thing, we had family coming in like a week later from the south, and they don't want, you know, they're like, the city looks bad. Why you guys want to live like this? You know, my neighbors, I'm offered to help them, but there's no help. You know, I can't. You start getting pissed off. I get tired of picking your kids' trash up in my yard. Well, how you know your kid? My daughter doesn't do that. You know, my daughter didn't have all these fruit snacks and all this out here.
Right.
You know, she eats it. She throws it in the garbage.
It's great to hear that you seem to have a sense of pride about your community. You want it to look nice,
yeah.
and
I mean, just think about it. You know, anybody. You know, and I instill that in my daughter. I tell her, I take her riding. And I tell her, look at the neighborhood, look at the grass. You see the paper out there? You see the yard is cut. You know, excuse my yard, but I just sprayed again, and I'm trying to kill it. I'm gonna water this afternoon. But when I moved here, it was no grass.
Really?
It all looked like that over there.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So this yard.
Delayed the grass, or did it just come back up?
I keep putting seeds and poison. Not poison where it would kill the grass, but to kill weeds.
Yeah.
Every year I did that because I was gonna have like true grass for somebody because it's so lumpy.
Yeah.
To come in and maybe not with a tittle, but they have like a breaking or vibrates and it pulls it and try to get the yard level. But I said, let me grow grass on it first. But then my landlord, he doesn't care. He doesn't help. He don't act. You know. I tell him I'm going to do this, just do it. I say I'm going to do this to the house, just do it. Well, cut back on 800, you know.
Yeah. So he's not willing to reimburse you for that?
well, it looks like you've been working hard back here. It really just
Oh, it was a terrible, terrible spot. I couldn't understand how someone had this much yard and didn't want to have it looking nice.
Is it pretty typical that each person has their yard divided off? I notice how you have the fences on either side here.
No, but this fence was down for about a year. It was down right here, and I see it's falling again. I told her to tell the bank owned this house, not the bank, the government. Her rent is $80-some a month. You know, mine is 10 times that. But they send some guys out. I know the non-speaking guys, the English-speaking guys. First, it was all like Latino guys. And then the next time was all like Croatian, German, not German, but like Croatian, Yugoslav. Yeah. Like the dialect was real weird, but they didn't speak English. Everyone that's been working on this house, but I come to find out it's a government house, own house, so they're doing the what is it, Section 8 or something like that? Is that what
Okay.
it's called? But everyone that's rented there has either been on drugs or like them. They got too many kids in there. You can't have 10 kids in a house this big.
Right.
No. I mean, honestly, that's I don't want to be the one to go to the alderman. I don't want to be the bad neighbor, you know. So I just figured my son is taking off to Michigan State next week. That eliminates one. He has the master bedroom anyway. My wife is downstairs. My daughter's right here. I figured we just move now and get an apartment.
Yeah.
Smaller.
Do a lot of people in this area of the community rent or
No.
no? Okay.
No, most of them are. Well, I say this house, like those ones across the duplexes, like the two family. But most of the single family are homeowners. The guy that owned this house, I know him. He's just not a good landlord. You know, I've been knowing him since childhood. He grew up over here. But now we're looking to either purchase or get a smaller place within the next year. Everyone's over here is decent though. It's a lawyer there across the street. Like I said, she's a government worker. I think the people over there is retired. The lady, because I see her at Home Depot a lot. That's all we got to look forward to is going to Home Depot.
It's a warehouse full of toys.
For grown-ups, yeah, for grown-ups. You're exactly right. So what do you guys, what do you really want to know besides,
Well, we're trying to get a good feel about the community overall. Do you see yourself, like when you're not at home, do you spend time in places around the community or do you reach outside of it more?
or far outside?
Okay.
It's nothing to do over here. It's nothing to do over here. It's nothing. I can't put my daughter in the community center at McGovern Park like I had when I was a kid. There's no paddle boats or nothing out there like it used to be. It looks bad. They threw a bunch of geese, ducks, or something out there, and it just got it filthy. You can't. I remember being a kid running through the grass, rolling, doing flips, and even the baseball field is covered with goose dung. You know, it's just not like it used to be.
Health hazard.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be. I grew up there, you know what I'm saying? I remember spending the night in the park almost. You can't walk through it. Now, my wife and I took a walk. I'm going to walk to the, from the pier over here to the basketball courts and back. And it was just dodging crap, you know. Then you heard they found a body over there, right?
Oh,
That didn't help.
Really?
A couple months ago.
Oh boy.
The
what
guy
happened?
was a black male. He was about to either go to court or go to trial for sexual assault of a minor. I don't know what was the case, but I don't know if it was a little child, baby, infant, or a 17-year-old. But this guy's been missing for so long, I want to say 8 years. And this person was telling his wife and his family that he's okay. They seen him in Atlanta, and he has another family, he has kids, but he just don't want to come back here because they got in trouble. Well, they found the guy dead over there on one of his islands. They found his remains.
So did he kill himself?
We don't know, and they ain't never said it. Google it, guys. You know what I'm saying? Google it tonight and try to find, because I need to check up on it myself.
Yeah.
But they found him over there, and he had a few dollars in his pocket. But they identified him by, this is how they identified the guy was, about what he was wearing the day he was missing.
Oh wow.
A guest watch and this ring and this ring.
That's a little suspicious.
And that's what they found,
Yeah.
those items on a skeleton.
Oh.
Wow.
But think about those ducks and gooses here. They had to partake in him somewhere down the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of grossed out.
It's nature.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't. I do a lot of stuff on the south side and east side, all over New Berlin, everywhere except from here. I attend church in New Berlin, and we gonna hang out. We going to the lake today, this afternoon. We go to the lake a lot, east side a lot. Probably stop at least go. Grab a bite to eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of burritos, cold beer for me, and two virgin daiquiris for them.
Perfect.
Yeah. What else? Yeah.
Well,
I think everybody over here goes out. It's nothing to do with it. You know, there used to be a Villa Theater. It's gone. And then I don't want to bring in a race issue, but I think the lower the income is, the worse the community. As my daughter used to say when she was a little baby, the worse the community is. Yeah, but worse, it gets worse, you know, like that.
was it the same thing when you lived here as a kid, or did you stay in this area more?
I stayed in this area. Everything was over here. Like I said, we had the, you guys definitely can remember this, but around 65th and Silver Spring, there was a pizza joint that had arcade in it, like, and at night it was like a spot your mom and dad went to have beer and pizza. Like I said, we had the community center over here. We had the movie theater. We had the swimming pool at McGovern Park, one of the best pools in the city. Why did they get rid of it? I don't know. I mean,
Probably money.
a day like today, a pool bring everybody together.
Oh yeah,
True.
You know. But they got a nice one over here at Hampton, Lincoln Park. They got a little slides and stuff going on. It's pretty cool. But that's probably the only thing that's close over here. But yeah, I don't know how far you think it's out of the community. It's Bayshore. It's considered out of the community. Yeah. Yeah, so we go do everything out there, even shop. No, I take that back. We shop right here. Do a lot of it, save a lot.
Okay.
Right there. If that was gone, if that mall was gone, this area over here would be dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's in that area?
There is a dollar store, grocery store, and several barber shops, a little small mom and pop's restaurant, and a couple stores like he sells like African artifacts and anything African.
So is it your estimation that that little area of shops keeps this Thurston Woods area, kind of gives them something to do, I should say, rather? At least.
Yeah, that's where everyone from over here shopping does and go on that area. It's all in one, even your liquor store. Yeah. That closed down, and that has gotten small. I remember when that was Pick and Save back in the day.
Yeah.
And it took on a smaller grocery store, smaller name chain was Avon.
Is that group of stores called something? Like, is it
That
East
is
Town Center?
Several Mill Shopping Center.
Several mills.
How you like it over here?
It's okay.
Be honest, you really like it?
It's okay. Like I said, our neighbors on this side.
It's not a problem. If you get screwed up neighbors, that's kind of because I can live on 5th and North between two crack dealers. If they kept their houses up, it's none of my business. I mean, I'm not necessarily a crack dealer, but I'm just saying, anybody, just keep your house up, tend to your business. Don't be one of them, I need a ride, I need a rake, I need a broom, I need sugar, I need you to watch my kids.
Never return the favor.
Right.
Yeah.
So when did you say you originally moved out of the community?
1984.
And why was it that you left?
I was a teenager. I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just getting out,
Yeah,
experience
getting
the
out,
world. Yeah.
Yeah. Move south, move back, move south, move back. My parents stayed over here until 1992. That's when they bought a home out in Monopoly Farm.
Okay.
Do you know why they decided to leave?
It was getting bad in the neighborhood. You guys probably weren't even born when the crack epidemic came out. And it went my neighborhood pretty hard over there because I was just a young man, 19, 20 myself, and had my experience with it, and ran across it, and and everybody wanted fast money and the big ropes, the cars, everything. It had no color. Don't get me wrong, because I know a white family that still live over there. Everyone is a drug addict except for out of 8 people, 2.
Oh my gosh, what a shame.
Yeah, and that's the mother and the son, one of the sons.
Wow. So that was late 70s, early 80s?
This was early, mid-80s, mid and late 80s. And I take my family through there sometime, and I duck down when I see them because I know they're going to stop me and ask me for this. And I grew up with these kids. They're not kids no more. They're 40-some years old.
Wow.
Right.
They look bad, Their house is the word on the street, the rock house. Go smoke there, sleep there, cook your drugs up, sell your drugs, But yeah, that's why my parents moved. It wasn't like it is now. It's really bad over there now, but it wasn't like that then. But they seen it coming.
Yeah. What were the signs that they saw?
A lot of theft. I could walk in my parents' back door at any time. It never was locked.
Yeah.
The garage, you just open it up. If it was raining, we was out playing. If the house was locked, we know we can go open the garage up and get in there, and until mom and pops came home, No more of that. My old man had Harleys then, bikes, getting tampered with, cars stolen. Just started getting bad.
Gerald, do you think that it started getting bad once in the 80s industry started failing over here?
When A.O. Smith and all of them places started closing down, that was it.
That was it?
That was
And then the crank took over and...
Yeah. Crack came, and drugs is so screwed up. Crack, especially. I'm gonna say crack. Yeah, I gotta say crack. Hold on. You start seeing teachers and principals and nurses and lawyers and doctors and businessmen, brokers and accountants get on it, That and like I said, the jobs, when the jobs left, especially A.O. Smith, I knew everyone that went to school with me, and they had a decent life. Your parents bought you a little piece of shit car back then. Now I can't buy my kid a car, but we took it for granted. But it was because our parents worked at A.O. Smith. My mom had a very decent job. She was the head of Johnson Control up to 5 years ago, the Human Resource Department.
Wow.
That's pretty good, yeah.
So my dad my stepdad, he had to find a great job. So he became a welder, and then he went to, back then, them guys was $20-something an hour. You think about it. Back then,
Unions were stronger.
Yeah, union was better. I worked for a company that was, we had a contract with A.O. Smith. And when they started going down, how long do you think it took our company to shut down? Back then, now you figured in 1987, I had a job making $14 an hour. In 1987,
Yeah.
I was a lab technician for a paint company.
Pretty good money.
Yeah, it was cool too. It's a great job. But when that shut down, I had to go in a whole different field. I became a dealer.
Okay.
It wasn't my, just goofing off. A guy said, hey, come go to Vegas with me. And they got a dealing classes going on. It's free. If you like it, you got a job right away. Okay, I'll try. Before I do get a felon or something like that on me. Started doing that, and I've been doing that up to last year when I became disabled.
Were you dealing blackjack?
I deal everything.
Oh, yeah? I must have seen some stuff in Vegas.
I seen more wild stuff in the coast, Mississippi and Louisiana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's more stars hanging down there.
Huh.
Vegas, don't get me wrong, no, Vegas have crazy stars, but the level of dealing I was on, I didn't get to see them. I didn't deal the high dollars, super rollers,
Yeah.
whales,
Yeah.
I dealt maybe $100,000 players and down.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't get the deal to the $1 million hands,
Right,
the
right.
sheiks and the, like that in Vegas. But when I was in Mississippi, I met a lot of stars from the coach of the Bears, Dicker,
yeah.
Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. Just a lot of stars go out of the way to get away from Vegas and go to the smaller casino. And it was pretty cool.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen thousands of fights. Every time we get a bad fight, that's why I say, people always say, well, you always talk about black people. I said, no, I don't talk about black people, it's white people too. Because Talladega is in Alabama.
Uh-huh.
And the casino I worked for was like 100 and some miles away from there. So when that let out,
Oh, man.
they all came there. And I just seen
A bunch
guys,
of drunk people amped on racing.
big belt buckles and the cowboy hats, and they get to arguing about 2 damn drivers. Are you serious? Are we serious now? Are we talking about 2 cars we're arguing over?
Yeah, really.
We're not saying that you looked at my wife, you hit on my daughter or something. We're talking about Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin. Give me a break.
That
Yeah.
was religion for some people, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the town I was living in, you couldn't say Jeff Gordon's name amongst the white people, that knew racing. I met maybe 2 black guys in my life that knew racing. Besides myself, I watched a little bit. It's all a left turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took that serious, man. I seen the most fights after Talladega. Our security had to beef up every time around that time.
It's too strange.
Yeah.
I have a question. I've noticed this in this neighborhood, and that's pretty like industrial plastic on your recycling bins.
Well-
How do those holes get in there?
I'm gonna tell you, I gotta answer this question. It's about
Sure.
a death.
No problem.
Sure.
Take your time.
Hello? Hello? Hey Tim, look, I'm doing an interview with somebody right now, but I got a quick question to ask you. You heard anything about Phyllis died? Little Phyllis? Have you seen her in the last 2 years? Man, this cat told me she died, man, up at at Nostalgia 2 the other night, because I told him Phyllis do the dancing, the line dancing. Yeah, and he said he know Phyllis. He said, little Phyllis? I said, yeah. He said, she died about 2 years ago. See, you sounding like Darren, man. He's saying the same way. I don't know, and I'm not finna spread that, but can you find out? And let me know. And then that's oh, she just hit me on Facebook talking about be my birthday calendar something. I said more than that. She still looks nice, man. Yeah, hit her up on Facebook or Chandra. You remember Chandra? Didn't they hang with Phyllis? That's what I thought. That's what I told dude, the guy that was teaching that, the line dancing and all. Find out and let me know something, would you please? All right, then, cuz, appreciate it. One of our classmates, she teaches dance. She's actually like the Dance with the Stars dance.
Oh, no way.
She does everything.
Yeah.
I mean, from folk dance to everything. She's does tall. But someone told me she passed.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's bad. Didn't no one tell us. We was all that's why I asked, has he seen her in the last 2 years? Now, getting back to your question, what was it? I was about to get into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that. I'm currently trying to invent something.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I want. Don't take my patent. Don't take it, please. I
I
swear to
won't,
God,
I
I'm
won't.
You
gonna
can
be
make
in
it
court.
right-
You're gonna put your hand on the Bible. You heard me tell.
It's recorded.
Oh, it's recorded.
It's
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Squirrels eat through that.
Really?
Now, I'm trying to invent one where, or maybe a metal that they can't chew through. Because they can chew through wire and all that. But maybe a little metal, but not a costly one, with 2 plastic coming on each side, the metal in between. So if they did eat through the plastic, you would still have the mesh there, metal, where they can't get in. Because you will come home and like 4 or 5 squirrels will run out
I
of your
can't
garbage.
believe those little buggers can eat through that industrial
Yes.
plastic.
Wow.
Yes. And I can't figure out why they ain't thought about putting like a little metal.
Yeah.
Maybe inside, where you can only see it from the inside. But if they ate to it, it still would keep them out of the garbage. Because I would come out here and I'd take the water hose and spray it down, I would have food up there from the garbage that the squirrels pull out and eat. And then we also have raccoons from the national forest over here. And they come up, and your garbage can will be sitting up, and you have to wait a while, and you see a big raccoon crawl out.
Ah!
Because we have walked up to it and got the bejeebus scared out. You know, just my wife refused to go to
Would be
work
kinda
one day.
terrifying.
It was 3 of them out here. I said, well, just go out the front doors. I'm not going to work until you get up. I'm not getting up to get no raccoon. I'm afraid. You know, but yeah, that's what that is. If you ever see that all over, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
wouldn't think they could
And
do that.
that's what lets you know a squirrel is a city squirrel is like he's got to defend him. He shouldn't eat food like that anyway. He should be eating,
Nuts.
but it's not enough to go around in the city. You know, so
Yeah.
he's gonna turn cannibal on
Cannibal squirrels.
eat his own if he could.
Sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah.
You mentioned the raccoons from Haven Woods over here. Did you ever go there as a kid? What was it like back then? Was it
Nice.
just like a park like it is
Yeah.
now?
I don't even want to tell you because you're recording it, but we used to go back there with them 80s and blow up stuff. And, if you was be cool, you know, around November, October, and just walk, you would see deer.
Oh, cool.
And we still see deer, a lot of deer running
Yeah.
out. But it was cool. And, excuse
no
me.
problem.
In the Army barracks over there, we used to ride our bikes. BMW bikes first came into style, like in the 80s, 79, 80. We used to ride our bikes all back there. All over here, man. You could ride anywhere, and you don't do that. McGovern Park has changed a lot. We used to get our parents go to the park. Like now, we'd be at the park from sun up to sundown. I couldn't do that over there. I'm my daughter now. You ever been to McGovern Park? You?
No.
Either one of you? Take a drive over here. Well, I don't want you to miss the fireworks, but they do fireworks over there. If you can drive through real fast and look, they have police and riot gear.
Really?
Yeah.
On the fort?
On both sides of the park.
Wow.
And then, you ask the cop, like, what's going on? He's like, move on, No, are you going to expect violence? Let me know, and I
Right.
won't come up in here with my kid,
No
I'm
kidding.
disabled. I can't run, so I'm not trusting you with my life, really, Even though you're the cops, but because you got on riot gear, you get some asshole that makes him go full force, It doesn't deter him.
Yeah, it aggravates them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Do you, you and your family, you said you go to McGovern Park, do you use the Agape Center?
No,
No?
no, we don't go to McGovern Park now.
Not anymore, but
We haven't been to McGovern Park but once, and that's when we seen that. My wife and I went walking, but no, as far as my kids, no.
Okay.
My son is 19. I still 18. I wouldn't send him over there to play ball. He goes to the gym, Hawaii or somewhere. It's just they have shootouts over there.
in McGovern Park?
Yeah,
Wow.
Jeez.
yeah. No, I wouldn't send my kids over there. We was actually up there. I wish my wife was out here to tell that one. Because she's little. She went sprinting out. Get my daughter, she was in the sandbox. We was on the picnic tables, listening to music, listening to Pandora or something. And gunshots. And people went scrambling everywhere, so now you're going to have people trump. At the time, my daughter was on like 3 or 4. But she looks big. She's only 9.
She's tall.
I told her, you're going to play basketball. Your brother played football. He's going to Michigan State next week.
Wolverine?
No, Spartan.
Wow.
Michigan is the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where is he going?
He's going to Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Wow.
Wisconsin rival. They
Yep.
hate each other.
Yep.
Where they beat us last year, the first game, and then we beat in the second game to go to the Rose Bowl, which we lost again. Okay, what else you guys
Can you think of anything else?
Yeah, I was gonna ask why. So, in essence, the community, the Thurston Woods community for you is really your home. And when you go to do anything, you go either to the Several Mills Shopping Center or you just go out of Thurston Woods. And then the Agape Center is just over here by Berryland, but your family doesn't really find that it's useful
Well,
as,
no.
as far as a community center?
Well, no. My daughter's about to start going up there.
Okay.
Yeah, she's about to attend some kind of camp they got. Because it's nothing, I don't want to keep her in the house. Hey, Crystal. Layla. Come here. Where's your mother? Come here. Come here. Where are you about to start going up here? What is this called? What is this? Yeah, I guess she called it agape. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's about to go. Hey, where you go? What are you going to be doing? Bring me a paper towel. I'm spending like crazy. What are you going to be doing there? Summer camp and cheerleading. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, because we don't want to just keep her in the house all summer. My
Oh,
wife
yeah.
go to work, and I'm sitting there watching sports center. If it's nice, I'll be out here. I'm waiting for a cool day to do this.
Yeah.
I got to repot all these plants.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, they're not dead. Like I said, trust me, they're not dead.
Just need a little water and
water.
they'll be
My
fine.
eggplants, I have decent sized eggplant on one and big tomatoes on the other.
Wow.
Yeah, it was getting hot, boo. That's why I brought it. Yeah, but we use that community center for that, and I vote there. But
Well,
not
that's
far as
awesome.
going to. I think my daughter, if we stay here another year, might be going to school over there. There's a new school opening up. I talked to the principal. I'm weary of a little principal. Little guys are tough too. But he's smaller than my daughter almost. You know?
Oh.
I just don't know if you take them kind of principals serious. I remember all principals being either big guys or old guys.
Yeah.
A big
The
lady.
military
Yeah.
haircut, the
Yeah.
glasses
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
afraid of those guys.
Yeah, this guy here, but he said it's going to be a decent school. My daughter goes to David Thoreau. It's 1 block from Brown Deer, 60th and Brown Deer. That's where my brother and sister went. I didn't go there. But it was a decent school then. Yeah.
Where did you go to high school when you were
Custer.
here? Custer. Is
Custer.
that still a
No.
functioning school?
No. It's right here on Sherman. It is a go get pregnant, you can go here, and your baby can too. It's like a
Oh, it's like
kindergarten
your
and
GED or something.
rough school and kindergarten, and elementary school and a pregnant school and Ladies Pit. I think that's what it is called. But it's not Custer High School anymore. I hate that. A lot of high schools in the city are shutting down.
It's
A lot of
terrible.
schools. I think they're shutting some down this summer.
Yeah,
Walker
a lot of
Adams or
empty
something,
schools
yeah.
are going away.
Like this school here. My daughter attended 1 year and they closed it. I went there for elementary school. My sister, my brother. Edison, I went to junior high. That's closed. It's just a building, you know. They should do something with them, though, really.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's still fine buildings, you know.
Yeah, to be just abandoned buildings. Do something with them.
And that just attracts crime if there's nothing.
The A.O. Smith area where I was telling you about that closed up, that goes from 30-something Capitol to, it's a big radius. I mean, like 20, 30 block radius area. I see the city's doing something there. They had something where they was going to do with the railway, but I guess that fell through.
Oh, like getting public transit
No,
out this way?
the high speed. They were going to
Yeah.
work on the high speed.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to put that on the old rail lines that went through here?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been nice.
I think that fell through.
Yeah, it failed.
Hey, what are you guys going to be doing up there? You're utilizing that,
What?
the community center. What is that, Layla, going for the summer camp?
Like a summer camp.
And
Some cheerleading or something.
and I told her we might give the school a shot.
Oh, yeah, they know she
So she won't have to go so far.
So if you guys move, would you prefer to move out of this area or would you want to stay?
No.
You want to stay?
No.
No, you do not want to stay?
No. You want me to be honest, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
completely.
absolutely.
No. I wouldn't move from here to move down the street or move up the street. I want to move out. We're pretty much moving out. It's either east, south, or far west. Be honest.
When you were a kid and you lived over here, you pretty much knew everyone on the block, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that's the same in your neighborhood right now? Like
No.
No.
No. I just know her
Baby,
and the
I'm
lady
gonna come in. It's hot.
next to her. Yeah, it's pretty hot. You guys, how much more interview you got to go?
As long as you want to talk. like,
All right, you guys want to come in? We want the living room,
Sure.
whatever you want.
kitchen. Where, baby? It's getting hot out here. Kiki, put her up. She had to start barking.
Yep. Don't let me forget to get him to sign the release.
Oh yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Be quiet.
I would never get off this couch if it was my couch. I would just like crawl and roll in.
I'm sorry. I don't know if she's gonna stop.
I should always bring dog biscuits when I come to a house.
Oh.
So, in here, when you got this place, now you're saying you don't really do anything to it because your landlord won't reimburse you,
Well, I
right?
did all this to it.
Okay, so you painted. Did you not?
Painted. The screens, man. You know when you want just a breeze coming through in the fall? He didn't have screens. He had the frames of them.
Yeah.
So I took the frame of them and went and got the screens. Kiki, please. Layla. You might just take Kiki for a walk. Huh? Just take our bag for a minute. I had to paint it because it was painted with, it's painted up here, flat paint.